think we should just trust our president in every decision that he makes.
This is war! There isn't any war! You serious? I've got men in sick bay. Some of them dying. Atrocities committed on their persons. You talk about making peace with these fiends.
The alien is the real threat. That's the enemy we have to wipe out. Has a war been staged for us, complete with weapons and ideology and patriotic drumbeating?
He used gas? But where did he get the gas? From us.
Recent events would seem to be directed toward a magnification of the basic hostilities.
And here is that agenda, the project for the new American century.
Much of what these men wanted is coming true. They urged that the U.S. abandon the anti-ballistic missile treaty. It has. They wanted establishment of more permanent U.S. military bases abroad. That is happening in the Philippines and in Georgia and will likely happen in Iraq. They urged regime change as a goal of foreign wars, not just in Iraq. They wanted the U.S. as a global constabulary, their word. Such aspirations are unlikely to be realized without a catastrophic and catalyzing event, like a new Pearl Harbor.
Apparently, it is by design that we fight. We seem to be pawns.
But what's the game?
It's known as the Bilderberg Group. Could their objective be world domination?
We must push outward if we are to survive.
The Constitution has not given permission for us to so-called police the world.
We have always fought.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
As you've been listening to propaganda.
Shut up!
There's another way to survive. Mutual trust and help.
We ought to stay at home, mind our own business, trade with people, and be friends with people, and we all would be a lot better off.
There's an alien entity aboard the ship. It's forcing us to fight. We don't want to. We don't know what its motive is. We're trying to find out. You must help us.
It is most urgent that we locate the alien entity immediately.
The Federal Reserve is an independent agency, and that means basically that there is no other agency of government which can overrule actions that we take.
Now do you believe? What did you want? What are you doing here?
Kill the Klingons! It's never us, isn't it?
Duggan!
When the lieutenant became unconscious, the alien lost energy.
It subsists on the emotions of others.
This one appears to be strengthened by mental radiations of hostility, violent intentions.
It exists on the hate of others.
To put it simply. And it has acted as a catalyst, creating this situation. In order to satisfy that need, it has brought together opposing forces in an effort to promote the most violent mode of conflict.
We've got to get rid of it.
Then all hostile attitudes on board must be eliminated. The fighting must end, and soon.
Or we're a doomed ship. We've got to pool our knowledge. We must find a way to defeat the alien force of hate, stop the war now, or spend eternity in futile, bloody violence.
It has to stop.
Look, gang, for the rest of our lives, 1,000 lifetimes, senseless violence, fighting, while an alien has total control over us. And it goes on and on, the good old game of war, pawn against pawn, stopping the bad guys. While somewhere, some thing sits back and laughs and starts it all over again.
He is telling the truth.
Be a pawn. Be a toy. Be a good soldier that never questions orders. This is Captain Kirk. A truce is ordered. The fighting is over. Lay down your weapons.
This is Kang. Cease hostilities. The cessation of violence appears to have weakened it, Captain. I suggest that good spirits might make an effective weapon.
Get off my ship. You're a dead duck here. You're powerless. We know about you. don't want to play. Maybe there are others like you around. Maybe you've caused a lot of suffering, a lot of history, but that's all over. We'll be on guard now. We'll be ready for you. So ship out.
Only a fool fights in a burning house. Out!
All right, see the video. It's even more powerful by Thought Crime 7 up on Infowars.com, and follow us on Twitter at RealAlexJones. We're going to go to break and come right back and talk to Sol in Poland and others. And again, the real radical Islamic threat is there. The globalists, though, are funding it and protecting it just like they did ISIS. That's the whole issue. There are real wars going on. It's just that it's being manipulated by the power structure above it. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Mainstream media will claim that I said the towers didn't even blow up or something. That's not what we're saying here. Stay with us. This hour brought... Let's go ahead and go back to those calls. Let's talk to Sol in Poland. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, Alex. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'd like to make a statement about Poland and then ask you a question. And also I'd like to make a statement about the Ukraine and ask a question as well. In Poland, the people... They don't really take this idea of war happening right next door very seriously. I ask people, do they even know what's going on? Most people don't know or have any inclination of what's going on, because the same thing that they watch on the news here is the same thing that the trendies would watch on the news in America. It doesn't tell the truth. It doesn't give the true motive of what's going on and what's happening. And then whenever I started realizing that most of these people out here, they don't have any real sense of what it means to be free. You know, they don't have any real sense of freedom, of self-thinking, of just investing in themselves, because their grandmas, their grandpas, their mothers and fathers were raised in communism, and when that transfers down to the next generation, how would you expect them to think? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I totally get it. They just traded out one group of masters for another, and we are now taking on the aspects of communism here as well.
Yes, here they completely, they do what they're told. Whenever I ask people about, or do they even know about what's really going on, they have no idea about what's going on. And it's insane to me, because they don't have any inclination of what it really means to be free. And whenever I talk to them about it, they think that I'm from some other planet, which really makes me understand what it means to be an American, because I am from America and I'm living here in Poland. And another thing about the Ukraine is that people need to understand within the Ukraine, because I lived in the Ukraine for 3 months. I also got married in Kiev, Ukraine. People need to understand that in the Ukraine, the difference between Eastern Ukraine and Western Ukraine is like day and night. Because in Western Ukraine, it's either Polish or it's Ukrainian. In Eastern Ukraine, it's predominantly mostly just Russian. They speak Russian. The signs and everything are Russian, and even people don't understand that dating back, I'm not sure what year it was, but a nice portion of Western Ukraine used to be Polish. And I have the question to you right now about Ukraine, is that how can Russia be invading into Ukraine whenever half of the country pretty much is Russian?
Well, all they're doing is trying to secure their interests there. And I'm not getting in the middle of the ethnic fights and religious fights that have been going on for 600 years. It's just that the West is starting this, and that's a fact. But you use the analogy of Poland being right next to all this, and you're saying that people on average don't care. I would imagine they care about sports and things, just like most men here in the U.S. are starting up their fantasy football leagues and don't care about anything, including what their kids are doing. And it's just part of this entertainment society where most people are in this matrix of entertainment, and they think it's weird if you know about geopolitical issues. They think it's weird if you're informed. They think it's weird if you know the Federal Reserve is private. They think it's weird if you warn them that vaccines are dangerous. They should read the insert. They're just mindless, and it's very scary. But then you look at who's running things. That's even more out of control. And then now Obama just says he'll use UN authority, but carbon taxes on the American people. Just like he said our military. He doesn't need Congress for war. He's got NATO authority. He's beyond a dictator. He works for foreign powers. Third hour coming up. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I want to be patriotic. Nuke Russia. It's the way to go. Nuclear war is the answer. I support George Soros. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic Super Male Vitality formula. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose.
I jump out of bed ready to fight these criminals every day. I look forward to waking up and taking my Super Male Vitality.
Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.